Hi guys, so this is my analysis on SHIBA. Let's start by what I was thinking on SHIBA. If you watch my previous analysis on SHIBA, I said I'm expecting SHIBA to push up to my target around this area right here, which is my negative 27%. And I'll quickly recap and tell you my reason why. My reason was because we had moved to our target, which is negative 21% fib level, and I said that my negative 21% fib level also aligned perfectly well with a trend line around this area. So I said because of around that area, and we'll be seeing rejections of that trend line, so I said there's a possibility we might push up a little bit before we now continue to push to the downside. But as we can see, SHIBA didn't get to my target because these are my pull target that we might break, retest, and push up to that target. That we can see SHIBA did not get to that, which is fine because, like I said, no strategy is 100%. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. It's part of it. So now that it has invalidated my analysis, I'm going to delete it and reanalyze based on the current price action. So let's see what next time I see. I can redraw this trend line right here to give me more accuracy based on current price action. So that's one. Let me reanalyze this one as well, push it down a little bit more. Okay, so what next are we expecting? You can see that my next target is around my 61.8% fib level. Let me use a price tag around that area. So that is my next target that we are looking at because we are currently on a downside. But before then, because that is way too long, we might still see a push to the buy side a little bit before we see. Let's just analyze based on what we are currently seeing. So putting my around this level, you know, whenever I get to this, there's been a rejection around this zone right here. So okay, I've been seeing a lot of rejections around that zone right here. So what am I expecting right now? I see a possible move to the upside. So to the upside, there has been a break of structure around this area. So there's a possibility we might come to this area before we continue to push to the downside. So yeah, I think I can use my fib around that area. So 0.1 to 0.8. Let's just see. So I see it at least pushing up to this zone right here, and that zone also aligns with my 61.8 fib level. So there's a possibility it might push up to that level right here before we now continue to push to the downside. My first target and my second target around that area. Another possible move is we might see that it might come up a little bit to my 78.6% fib level, and that is because there is an imbalance right at this level to be filled. So there's a possibility we might push to my 78.6% before we now push to the downside. And my target as of right now is this target, first target here, and my second target around this area. So we just have to wait and see what happens. So that's just my overall thoughts on this. Let me just quickly summarize. We might push to this zone here before we push down or push a little bit more to up and to this trend line and my 78.6% fib level before we push to the downside, or the zone like I mentioned, and that aligns with my negative 61.8. So that the confluences I am seeing that might make us reject off of that level. So hope this is insightful, guys. Please don't forget to share, comment, and like, and I will see you in my next analysis. Thank you for watching.